Maria lived in a country where the government controlled everything. They decided what jobs people could have, what they could say, and even what they could believe. As a Christian, Maria often felt frustrated. Why should she obey leaders who seemed to care nothing about God or justice? This feeling isn't new. Christians throughout history have wrestled with a difficult question. How should we respond to governments that are unfair, corrupt, or even hostile to our faith? You might feel this tension too. Maybe you disagree with certain laws or policies. Maybe you see corruption in government. These feelings are normal and understandable. But here's what might surprise you. The Bible's primary teaching about government isn't rebellion or resistance. It's submission. Even when governments are imperfect, even when leaders are unfair, even when we disagree with their decisions. This doesn't mean we accept everything without question. And it certainly doesn't mean we obey when governments command us to sin. But it does mean that God calls us to a general attitude of submission to earthly authorities. Why would God ask this of us? How can submission be right when governments are wrong? These are important questions, and the Bible gives us clear answers. We'll see that submission isn't weakness. It's a powerful way to show our trust in God and our love for others. Understanding God's design for government. Romans 13 verses 1 to 7, the foundation of Christian submission. The Apostle Paul wrote to the Romans while living under the Roman Empire. This wasn't a perfect government. Roman leaders could be cruel and corrupt. Yet Paul wrote in Romans 13 verses 1 to 7, "Let everyone be subject to the governing authorities, for there is no authority except that which God has established. The authorities that exist have been established by God. Consequently, whoever rebels against the authority is rebelling against what God has instituted, and those who do so will bring judgment on themselves. For the one in authority is God's servant for your good. But if you do wrong, be afraid, for rulers do not bear the sword for no reason. They are God's servants, agents of wrath to bring punishment on the wrongdoer. Therefore, it is necessary to submit to the authorities, not only because of possible punishment, but also as a matter of conscience." These verses teach us several important truths. God establishes all authority. This doesn't mean God approves of everything governments do, but the concept of government itself comes from God. Governments serve God's purposes. Even when leaders don't know God, they still maintain order and punish wrongdoing. Rebellion against authority is rebellion against God. When we resist government authority without biblical cause, we're fighting against God's design. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe so you never miss our next awesome adventure. See you in the next video.